The next energy and atmosphere prerequisite is minimum energy performance. This prerequisite applies to the following categories. The intent is to reduce the environmental and economic harms associated with excessive energy use by establishing a minimum level of operating energy performance. Energy efficient buildings realize environmental and operational benefits, and to encourage exceptional energy efficiency, this prerequisite requires benchmarking the project building's energy performance against comparable buildings with similar space use, occupancy, operations, and location. Projects that are eligible for an Energy Star rating are required to benchmark their building's energy performance using the portfolio manager. Those buildings who are not eligible for Energy Star can use alternative methods for benchmarking, such as comparison with national source energy data for similar buildings or the project's building's historical energy use. For the establishment period, the following requirement must be met. Calibrate meters with the manufacturer's recommended interval if the building owner, management organization, or tenant owns the meter. Meters owned by third parties, for example utilities or governments, are exempt. For the performance related, meter the building's energy use for a full 12 months of continuous operation and achieve the levels of efficiency set forth in the options below. Each building's energy performance must be based on actual metered energy consumption for both the lead project's building and all comparable buildings used for the benchmark. There are various options, paths, and cases. Let's start with the beginning. Case 1. An Energy Star rating is available. So if eligible, receive an energy rating of at least 75. And for projects outside, consult the ASHRAE 19.1 to determine the appropriate climate zones. Now for case number 2. No Energy Star rating available. Option 1, benchmark against typical buildings. And here we got a split again. If national average data is available, follow path 1 and demonstrate energy efficiency performance of 25% or better than the median energy performance against the national source energy data. If national data is not available, benchmark against 3 similar buildings, normalized for climate, building use, and occupancy, and again demonstrate a 25% improvement. Option number 2 is to benchmark against historical data, and this is if national average source data are not available, so then compare the building's energy data for the last 12 months with the data from the 3 continuous years of the previous 5, normalized for climate, building use, and occupancy, and again demonstrate a 25% improvement. Over to the documentation. Case 1, this is where Energy Star is available. So provide a meter calibration report, access to Energy Star portfolio manager accounts, and a statement of energy performance stamped by the professional engineer or a licensed architect, and provide evidence from Energy Star. In case you follow the non-streamlined version, provide a data verification checklist and copies of utility summary pages of at least 3 months of the performance period for each fuel source. Case 2, remember this is where the Energy Star is not available. For each of the options and paths that you are taking, at least provide a meter calibration report, again access to the Energy Star portfolio manager, the data verification checklist, and copy of utility bills. Also provide weather normalized source EUI. Also, for all options, provide calculations supporting the additional normalization, if applicable. Now, if you chose option 1, path 2, provide weather normalized source EUI from 3 similar buildings and description of these buildings and why it's comparable to your building. If option 2 is chosen, provide a weather normalized source EUI from 3 recent years. This is a prerequisite and no exemplary performance is available.